So then what happens when kids don't get enough chances to practice handling conflict, handling rejection, or understanding group dynamics? What happens then?
Absolutely. Then I think often you see, then they don't know what to do.
Mhm.
Right. So when the conflict comes up, you see these very big reactions are huge and not knowing what to deal with it. And they're not knowing how to calm down, not knowing how to be resilient or how to adapt. It's completely derailing. So these little experiences that, they should be, like you said, have the practice of, oops, we did it, learn from and try it out. If they're not having that, then they don't know how to do it. And so then these interactions happen and they're completely dysregulated. They don't know what is going on. And when we all, those of us who are know, we've been around children, when you are dysregulated, there's really not a whole lot you can do. Right. There is you're because everything is going on. All you're doing is feeling this. And that's when you might have, these huge breakdowns or meltdowns or tantrums, or you can't bring, or a child who you can't bring down, and sometimes you'll see that a child who over little things gets really, really upset and there is no bringing them down.
Mhm.
Because again, they haven't had a chance to practice these self-regulation skills or ability to be like, oh, I'm feeling this, but okay, I know what to do, or I've done this to feel better, right? And so it becomes a much more intense interaction,
Mm.
which of course is much stressful for then everyone involved. Then the adults or the caretakers are stressed because when you're dealing with a high level of intensity and stress, then obviously again, relating relations back and forth, then you're picking up on that, then you're heightened, and then it's this back and forth of high intensity and dysregulation, and that's not good for anyone. And so those skills, being able to cry and have a breakdown, get frustrated, get upset, those are all important things to have happen, because so that we can practice those things, that all are a part of these social interactions. We can't avoid it, right? And we are social beings. None of us are isolated. None of us are meant to be isolated. And so we it's a huge disservice to have little ones that we're raising to be social beings not know how to be social beings.
Yes.
And that is truly problematic, because we all have to live together, and work together. And I think in many ways we are seeing, even in the adult world, right, what happens when we tend to be so intense and dysregulated and can't think to interact, how to that back and forth, and how do we cooperate, and how do we adapt, and how do we listen to one another.
Yeah, absolutely. The social practice is just being lost across the board. And it is starting with our younger generation, but you do see it in everybody. You see it in your workplace, but you see it in your teenagers and your younger kids. And so
Absolutely.